What does a controlling person look like? How do I get rid of the habits of being controlling? Well, first you've got to identify it. There's 3 steps to it. The first one, identify it by being self-aware. It looks like being needy. That's basically it. Someone leaves the room. You need them to be back in the room so you feel good again. You need them to text you. You need them to call you. You need to sit next to them at the table. You need to have them close by to you. You need them to validate your ideas. You need to be doing what they're doing, be next to them at all times. When they're in another city, you need them to text you and show you what they're doing so you can trust them. Believe me, I've had all these issues. I grew up in a home that was alcoholic and all this stuff that goes along with that. And in my case, I was constantly in crisis mode, and every time I didn't know what was happening, something was coming around the corner and I had to be aware of it. So I became very controlling due to the fact that, like in the military, you have a sergeant who needs to be controlling. And in crisis mode, you need people who are like that to get out of that situation. But when you come back to the real world, it no longer applies and it degrades the people around you and your happiness. But that's what it looks like. So then what do you do with that? When you have an idea of what it looks like, you're self-aware. You've looked at yourself without judging yourself. Then you take the things, the second step, you take the things that you don't like, that don't match your goals for your life, that don't match the vision for your life and your family. You take them and step by step, one at a time, you eliminate them by replacing them with other habits. Let's say you need someone to text you so that you know they're not cheating on you. They're not breaking the deal, I don't know, whatever. You need them to text you so that you know that they're doing what you have in mind that they should be doing. Because that's a controlling habit. How do you replace that? Well, what you need to do is start doing things that allow you to see that you can trust this person. Go out, take cooking classes. Go to a social dance. See that person around other people. Oh, I can trust this person. I see that now. When this person is out socializing with people, I can trust them, and that feels good. That's one way of doing it. You want to replace the way that you get the feeling at the end. Your girlfriend goes out for the night with friends to a bar. She should be able to. You shouldn't stop her from stuff like that. Don't be controlling. She goes out to a bar. Guess what? You feel needy. I need her to text me so I know she's not getting hit on. I need to go to the bar and watch her. I need to look through the window. I need to call the place, bribe the bartender to let me know if anyone hits on her. You've been going out with her, social places. You've seen her interact with people, and you've seen that you can trust her. You've seen that you can trust her. She's been hit on. She will get hit on everywhere. And you've seen that you can trust her. When she's out there, you know, images in your head, man, I've been out with her. I've been out with her, and I can trust her. I know I can. Your neediness will go away with time. The need to be able to trust somebody. You've been able to show yourself that. That's one way of doing it. It's kind of an extreme way. It's not extreme. It's one case. But that's how you do it. What causes your neediness? What are you doing to fulfill it? Which tends to be controlling, because humans want to create a situation for themselves where they don't feel needy. What's the end goal? In that case, your girlfriend goes somewhere that you can't trust that place. You've learned to trust your girlfriend. Therefore, you feel like you can trust her. That's how you would get rid of that. Takes time, believe me. Then what do you do with that? Third step with that. You iterate. What do you think I was going to say? It's not easy. But you iterate. Do something else. Repeat step 1. Observe yourself. Being controlling is just a composition of habits. When you eliminate habit by habit all the controlling things that you do in your life, eventually you will be pretty darn close to being enlightened. If you continue that practice, that's why people sit and meditate for hours and hours on end, because they're finding that stuff that's controlling, and they're working actively to relieve themselves of it. Those are some tools. What does a controlling person look like? Well, they need. You shouldn't do that, because I need you to be like this. That's how I see it. That's how I see you. Watch my other video on how do you let go. That's a good one too. But then, once you see those habits in your life, slowly replace it with something that you can begin to trust. Repeat those steps. You'll be good. Speaking from experience, I'm still a control freak. I'm getting better and better every single day. Much better than I was 4 years ago. Much better. Takes time. You can do it. Let me know your progress.